Hey YouTube, time for another product review. This is another Nite Ize product review. This is the Glow Streak, which is an updated version of what used to be called the Meteor light. Now you might have seen the review for the Meteor light on the channel before. It is discontinued. This is an improved version which came out actually a couple of years ago, but I'm getting around to finding it. So if you don't know what the Meteor light was and what the Glow Streak is, it is a rubber ball, obviously for playing with your dog, mostly at night, not a beautiful sunny day like this, although, I mean, you could use it during the day as well, but it has several diodes on the inside that light up at night. So, well, it's pretty cool to just throw around and throw it up in the air and see your dog walking around with it, but it also helps you find it if you're playing with your dog at night. So I'm going to jump ahead for a second and tell you that once it lights up, it stays lit up for 10 minutes. Now I say that because the Meteor light used to have to hold down the button and press pretty hard to turn it on, and you had to do the same thing to turn it off. This is motion activated. And at first I was like, well, that's a terrible idea, because I've had other dog toys in the past which light up. As soon as the toy stops moving for a couple seconds, the light would turn off, and then, well, that's how you lose a toy. But again, this is motion activated and it stays lit up for 10 minutes. Now it'll start flashing after a while to not only remind you, hey, this does turn off at some point, but also to save battery life, because when it's flashing, it's not on 100%. Another upgrade of this toy from the Meteor light is it has these grooves and divots in the ball that make it easier for the dog to grip the ball. But one other really awesome thing is, I'll show you a little bit of video from an old video of mine of how to replace the batteries in the Meteor light, because when I recorded the video I forgot to put that in. But while I'm showing you this, it's very important that when you first receive this ball, if you buy it in a store, if you buy it in the mail, you have to use a screwdriver, unscrew this cap, and pull a tab on the inside. This obviously is to keep the ball from activating when it's being shipped to you or shipped to the store, or however you purchase it, so it doesn't arrive with dead batteries, because that would be a bummer. It does have 35 hours of battery life on average, but I mean, you know, it can bounce around a lot in the box. So remember, when you do receive it, you have to take the battery cover out and occasionally pull the whole chip out if you're not being careful, and put that back in. Now this is important because the old top hat, I called it a top hat design, looked like a really good idea, but a few dogs who have played with the Meteor light, they actually had a strong enough grip and strong enough jaws that they popped that little cap out, and I've actually had the LED fall out and get destroyed. So huge upgrade for that as well. Which reminds me, this is a fetch toy. It is not a chew toy, so please be careful. Don't let your dog chew on it. Now, you will see this yellow thing that I pulled out. At first I thought it was to enable the batteries, but as you saw, it isn't. Please read that as well. So, I think it's a great product. Stella loves it. In fact, it's Stella approved. And again, here's some video of Stella and I playing with it. If you like this product or other products like it from Nite Ize, please consider clicking on the affiliated link in the description. It doesn't cost you anything more, but it helps me out a little bit too. So, as I'm obliged to say, please share, like, comment, and if you haven't, subscribe. Most likely you haven't, but maybe you did, so thank you for subscribing. Here comes the end screen. Please look at the end screen. I'm going to turn around and look at this lake. It's pretty. Now if that bird would just shut up, it'd be even nicer.